Good morning and welcome in or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Holly. I own a small business called Balefire Designs. I make wooden notebooks and jewelry. Yeah, welcome. And today I woke up to another order. Thank you. That's going to be the first thing I do today. It's currently 10:41 on Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, I realize. Anyway, so I'm gonna get this order packed up first things first, and I do have another market this weekend, so I need to prep for that, and also I have another market the next weekend as well, so I need to prep for that one as well. The one coming up is actually at a climbing facility, coolly enough. I don't know if that's a word. Anyways, and I do have a few things I need to restock, so I'm market prepping, restocking, packing in the order, and a few little other admin things that I need to fiddle with on my website. So yeah, exciting. Let's get started.
Christmas is coming, yeah. Start sending your letters off to Santa. Christmas is coming, yeah. Better be nice if you want your present. Tell all your brothers, sisters, mama and papa too. Christmas is coming, yeah. Staying up late looking out the window. Some sleigh rides and some jingle bells. Tell all your brothers, sisters, mama and papa too. Christmas is coming, yeah. Roasting some chestnuts on the fire, yeah.
Okay, so I'm back. It is now Friday at 12:38. I just got the second order packaged for this week. Thank you. And yeah, I'm actually going to bring these to the post office. I didn't do a whole lot of recording either today or yesterday. I was just fiddling with a few things on my website, and then I have some earrings over there I'm working on. Yeah, so I just want to do a quick check-in basically before I take these to the post office. This is the, it's like a little work tray so I can move things off and on my desk, but I actually have these earrings to work on. They're acrylic ones. I gotta take the paint, or not the paint, the masking tape off the top. And then these are actually one of Mike's ideas, since my show tomorrow is going to be at a rock wall climbing center. So his idea, like I said, the Get Lost was my original version. And then his idea was actually to make a little person who's rock wall climbing, or in this case they're dangling, which I thought was kind of cool. But it'll fold in the middle much like that, so you have the mountains and then you have the person rock wall climbing. Yeah, so I've got these. I need to finish painting today so then I can take off all the paint and assemble them. Yeah, so put these in the mail before I forget, and then work on the earrings for tomorrow. So that is the plan. Okay. Chair didn't roll. Okay, so I'm back from the post office. I have eaten lunch. I'm now ready to, I think, start working on the earrings, but I actually had a question, another question. Thank you, by the way, for all the comments about the to greet or not to greet question. Anyways, but the next question for my international folks out there, I've had a few requests for basically just shipping to other countries. I've never had to deal with duties before. Is it, I don't know the words I'm looking for. What I'm trying to say, is it problematic or annoying to have to pay the duties after receiving the item? Or is it common practice to have to pay for duties after? Because I know there's, from my research, there's the DDP and then there's the DPD. I believe the DDP is duties are paid, and I'd like to do that one, but Shopify doesn't allow me to collect it at my basic subscription level, and the one where it's included is like $399 a month, which I'm not at that point yet. So if I can't do it through Shopify, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out. So if you have an answer, is it annoying to have to pay the duties after? Because those are the only options I'm finding right now. But I obviously want to have the best shipping experience possible, especially being as it's already going to probably be a little more expensive to ship it. So if you have your opinions, just let me know. Is it annoying to pay the duties first, or is it expected to pay them after, or any combination of the words I just said? So yeah, let me know. And second thing, I think I showed a clip, but I wanted to actually talk about it because I thought it was really cool. I ended up doing these watercolor, not really painting, like I did the watercolor drops like I was talking about, and I think they turned out really good for the thank you cards. At first I was going to only put them on the front, but I think I like the way, I think I like the way it looks on the back better than on the front. I don't know, for some reason it just feels more correct for it to be, like, the framing is a little bit different. I'm not sure, but I really like how they turned out. I kind of used, let me give credit here. So I followed, this is her information, Faustina 26. Yeah, but it was a watercolor splash tutorial. And pretty much I just used these thin pieces of plastic, and then I have these watercolor, basically paint pens. I think these ones are called Master's Touch, but they're just like brush paint pens. And essentially you just like scribble on the paper in different, what I did was I kind of make an avocado shape and then put like yellow in kind of a comma shape around it. Yeah, so I don't know how well, especially holding it up, I don't know how well you can see that. There's like a few different colors on there. But you just do that and then spray it with a water bottle, and it kind of mixes. It lets, I don't know, watch. I don't think I'm ever going to do tutorials because I cannot talk. But yeah, I'm sure there's others out there, but if you go look up the video, it's just a silent tutorial, but you can see what she's doing a lot better than me trying to say it out loud. But I think it turned out really well. I still have a few of these blank ones left. I say blank, they're all blank, but unpainted ones left. I did try to watercolor some of the pre-printed ones, but it just made the ink start to spread, so it really didn't look very good. So I'll probably have a few of the blank ones left still to ship out, and then I can start using my pretty watercolor ones. But yeah, I think that's all I wanted to show and ask you about. And since it's already 3 o'clock, I need to get going on these so I can get them assembled. So let's get going.
Until he looked my way. I used to be blue, now
It has been 6 days since I last recorded anything. It is now Friday at 9:36 and tomorrow is December 7th, which is my next market. So my next show is tomorrow. And to recap the last market, so that's where I should probably start. It went well. So I made $365, woo, and I made 11 sales. The reason I didn't record anything beyond that, I mean, in general, I'm not good at recording during markets because I'm awkward. But the reason I didn't end up recording anything was I was exhausted. I was emotionally tired. I have gotten off my work schedule, so at least minimum 9 to 5. And since I ended up working whatever hours, I feel like I had a little bit of time creep going on where I'd be like, oh yeah, I'll start working around 9. I'll stop working around 5. And then I'd be working like up until 8 or 9, but it's very sporadic working. It's not like I'm going to sit down and do this. It turns into, well, that's what a small business is. It's working all the time. No. Yes and no, let me caveat. Much like when you go into work, sometimes you'll have moments where you'll chat with your coworkers and all that, and that'll be like 10 to 15 minutes. The problem is when you're at home and those moments turn more into, like, for me, I should caveat, they turn into me for like 15 to 20 to 45 minutes in between working sessions instead of just being like, I'm here to do this work at this time frame. So while I was working in those hours, I don't feel like I was working as consistently as I would if I actually followed the schedule. So this is actually my second attempt at recording this intro, which is why it's now 9:36 instead of 9, because I actually did get started working at 9 today, and I'm hoping to keep that up. I do see now why people do their monthly resets. I think there is a little bit of time creep, money creep, all the creep that happens in a small business where you just start kind of getting a little fuzzy on the edges. So this is an impromptu mini reset for December. So I did start working at 9. Let me explain all this. So I explained the market. I have notes so I can try to stay on track. Oh yeah, so like I said, the market went really well, in my opinion. 11 sales, $365. I was really happy, but the day of the market, I was so low energy. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to do it. I was not in any mood for peopling that day. I literally like brushed my hair, put on my coziest sweater that was presentable to be around people, and I headed out the door. I got there literally a half hour before the show had to start, and since it's in Peoria, trying to find on-street parking was difficult. I was struggling, and then I finally got in there and I realized I had to sign all the waivers and watch the videos because anybody who goes in there, even if you're not going to climb or anything, has to sign the waiver. That's fine. I wasn't ready for it. I was so behind the schedule, and then oh goodness. I finally found the parking. I went to unload, got everything unloaded, and then I was trying to move my car into a different spot because I couldn't keep it in the unloading spot. Oh my gosh, and I couldn't find parking, so I was about in tears. I was going to go home. I was like, it's just not, like, is it even worth it? It was. It was. I don't know the words. Everybody's gonna have those days. And even, I'm glad it turned out well. But I'm also aware it could have just been one of those days where it could have just been fully one of those days. It could have been worse. And I would still rather have that day than work for somebody else. It's the old fishing saying, you know, a good day fishing is better than a bad day at work. So a bad day being a small business owner is better than a good day at work. So all that said, so what I've been working on this past week is, let's see here, things I've done off camera. I have international, I think, I think I have international shipping now set up for most countries. There are a few Asian and African and island countries that I do not have, but I think I have all the other ones that I can set up. I managed to apply for this thing on Shopify called Managed Markets, and it sounds like it's free, there's no contract, but it sounds like basically they will charge a little bit more per transaction fee, but they'll also manage all the duties and import taxes and file it to the correct people in Europe or wherever. They have systems in place to be able to file the taxes back to where they're supposed to go, which is good for me because all that is beyond overwhelming. So it sounds like it's not a monthly cost to me, but the transaction fees are a little higher. So it's 6.5% instead of the 2.9% that I usually have. But I feel like that is an acceptable trade-off. I'm glad I don't have to do that. We'll see how it works. I looked up reviews. The only complaint that I saw about managed markets was that sometimes with DHL Express Economy, let me see, DHL e-commerce, that option, that shipping option, sometimes wasn't paying out depending on who scanned it, like who received the package first. It sounds like for the US, when we have a package, we can deliver it to the USPS instead of DHL because we actually don't have too many of those facilities local. So we give it to our post office and then they'll scan it and give it to DHL. But because the post office was scanning it and not DHL, Managed Markets wasn't paying out on some of those, it sounded like, for some reason, but they were able to appeal it and get those claims paid eventually. But depending on your finances, if it's like something expensive you're sending, you might be out for a little bit, which did make me nervous. But most of my items aren't, like, they're not high cost items where I'd have to be worried about not getting paid for a little bit. So tentatively, I think it will work better. So I got the international shipping set up. I was doing research on trying to get a custom listing request. I've had quite a few people request or ask if I do any custom work, and so far no, but I want to get the option available. I'm just not sure how to streamline it yet. So I was doing a bit of research on different third-party apps that would allow uploads. So if the customer wanted to send me a particular image or something, they'd be able to upload it to the website with the custom request. But still doing research on that. What else did I do? Oh, I bought more craft show supplies. So I got a better cart on the way. So when I'm loading and unloading my car to my vendor spot, I should be able to upload? I should be able to load all my crates and tables and everything onto this one cart, and it folds flat. Even the wheels fold up flat, so it's really cool. I'm excited. We'll see how well it works. What else did I get? Oh, I got new tablecloths that are going to be white. My current ones are a spandex black stretch fabric that goes over the top. I do like the look of it, but I feel like for different like for Christmas, I feel like I'd want it more white and bright, and maybe I'll just prefer it overall. So I got those on the way. I bought more crates. I've realized when I'm trying to move for the craft show, it has been windy, and trying to carry the full, basically when I go into the craft show, I've been carrying them like this. And then the wind just flips all of these off everywhere. And since I'm outside, they're literally just blowing down the street and people are like, oh my gosh, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So it's a little embarrassing. It's frantic, and I'm not a fan. So long story short, I bought more crates. The way I'm going to be able to load them in my car and carry them in, I'm still going to store them fully set up here. But when I'm bringing them to craft shows and whatnot, I'm going to bring them like this instead. So it kind of protects it from the wind, and I'm actually going to have a Velcro strap that I'm going to go from here to here, so it, in the car, keeps them from being able to do that. So, yeah. So I bought crates. I have a plan for being able to load and unload my car better now. Oh yeah, to explain all the things on here. Yeah, after the craft show last weekend, when I was exhausted, I was like, okay, so I need some time off from my work, clearly. So what I did was, that first day, is I played games for half the day and then read books for the rest of the day and gave myself a horrid migraine. Woke up the next day, read more, didn't give myself a migraine this time, but the next day after that, in between researching the international shipping and the custom forms, I was working on trying to get some previous crochet and loom knitting items off the hooks. So this is a scarf I'd been working on. It's a loom knit one. I haven't locked it out or anything, so that's why it's still curly and stuff, but I finally got it off the hooks. Do these still count as hooks? This is one of my loom knitting looms, and I finally got it off of there. And the reason I wanted to do that is I want to start making notebook sleeves to cover the fronts. So while I am spraying them with the matte finish to protect the paint and everything, I thought it'd be kind of cute to also have, if you wanted, a nice notebook cover. And I don't want to monetize my hobbies, but I also don't want to just have all these, like, I don't need a scarf. I have lots of scarves. I'm given lots of scarves. I don't need more scarves. So basically, I don't want my hobby projects, which is pretty much, I've decided to be crochet and knitting. I just don't want to gather more items. I already have too many things sitting around the house. So my thought is I'm going to make these in my free time, but only as hobbies. So they're not going to be custom made to order. Like, I am going to sell them if anybody wants them, but that way they're not sitting around the house. But that way I can have a nice project that I can do in my free time but not have it clutter the house. Yeah. So this is what I've been working on in addition to trying to get all my international shipping and other things figured out this week. Just for show and tellsies. This is the crochet cable knit pillow that I've been working on. I say working on, it's literally been 90% assembled for, is that 12 or 14 years? Yeah, so it's been about 12 years. I had the back panel made and I had most of the front panel made. As you can see, this seam here is a little more rough. Yeah, I literally didn't even finish the row I was working on. I just folded it over and I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. I didn't know where the pattern was either to finish it, so I was just like, and since it's not a simple pattern with all the cable knit, I was just like, okay. Yeah, that's what I've gotten up to so far this week. It's been a bit crazy, restful, and scheming. So, yeah, that is what I'm working on. So for today, I need to ideally finish some of these notebooks off. They're mostly restocks, and I have enough product for the show, so I'm not entirely worried if I don't get these done, but I'm gonna work on these, and then later tonight they have set up for the show. I'm gonna load up the car and take everything over there tonight so I can be set up for the show tomorrow. Let's get going.
Christmas lights are all around. I can see them now. It's like they spell your name. It's insane. Now we're back here once again. Holidays and cheer. But now I got my eye set on you. I'm not gonna play it safe. I'm not gonna play it safe. It's going down on Christmas Day. 'Cause I've been trying to tell you in every way. Yeah, I've been trying to show you, but somehow failed. I wanna have someone to hold. Won't give you the falling snow.
Oh my gosh, okay. I don't have any of my good lights on. It's 5:43 and the setup started at 5 and it goes till 7. So I need to run out of the house. I'm gonna try to fix my brain, I swear to God. So, let's go to setup.
Always got you on my mind, but I know this time you're on top of my list. Only wish, and as we decorate the tree, only you and me.
Hey, thanks, babe. The other one's for my daughter. That's what started the whole thing.
They do have it on my website, or you can just find it on Amazon. Yes. I also have a potato and a bag of chips. Yeah. Hello. Hello. Okay, so it is now after the show, and it was kind of slow. They actually let us leave like 2 hours early. Yeah, go from there. So my car is still loaded. I literally just pulled in, and it was slow, but I don't think it was bad still. It was, let's see here. I ended up making 6 sales, and it was for a total of $175. So it could have been more. It definitely felt slow, but there was enough people. Yeah, on that note, I don't think I told you, I forgot. I actually have another show coming up. It's a 3-day market at a place called Wildlife Prairie Park. I'm excited. It feels a little overwhelming because it's 3 days, but it's an evening market, so it's 4 to 7. And they said they expect 300 people a day. So I'm like, okay, cool. Lots to do. I know I said I was okay with how much product I had, but when I set it all up, I was like, oh no, I probably should have made more. So this next week, I'm definitely going to restock and make some more notebooks, and then try to restock some earrings too. So, but that'll be next week. And yeah, I guess thanks for watching, and I will see you then. Bye.